whether or not a person is happy is deeply and totally and utterly out of your control. The prerequisite for spending time with any person is that they nourish and inspire you. They feed your flame. Look at your last 5 text messages. Are those people feeding your flames or dousing your fire? Put your phone down for just a second and look around. Look to the people around you. Are those people throwing logs on your fire or are they pissing on it? I want my life, I want my work, my family, I want it to mean something. And it's like, it has, if you are not making someone else's life better, then you're wasting your time. The separation of talent and skill is one of the greatest misunderstood concepts for people who are trying to excel, who have dreams that want to do things. Talent you have naturally. Skill is only developed by hours and hours and hours of beating on your craft. You don't try to build a wall. You don't set out to build a wall. You don't say, I'm going to build the biggest, baddest, greatest wall that's ever been built. You don't start there. You say, I'm going to lay this brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. There will not be one brick on the face of the earth that's going to be laid better than this brick that I'm going to lay in this next 10 minutes. And you do that every single day. And soon you have a wall. And soon you have a wall. And I think psychologically, the advantage that gives me over a lot of people that I have been in competition with in different situations is it's difficult to take the first step when you look how big the task is. The definition of who I am is very clear to me, and it also redefines who I want to be. In that I know for a fact that I'm stronger than I thought I was. You know, you can't help but ask yourself the question, what would I do if I was in Muhammad Ali's shoes? I'm motivated by fear. I hate being scared to do something. And I think what developed in my early days was the attitude that I started attacking things that I was scared of. Why were you scared in your bed the night before? What do you need that fear for? Just don't go. Why are you scared in your bed 16 hours before you jump? Why are you scared in the car? Why could you not enjoy breakfast? Fear of what? You're nowhere even near the airplane. Everything up to the stepping out, there's actually no reason to be scared. It only just ruins your day. You don't have to jump. And then in that moment, what's going on, family? Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, episode number 117. I am Vincent Owens, your host. Excited to have you all here today. Just do me a favor, if you all can hear me, drop some coffee, light it up one time. And if you can, go and share this link out with a friend, family member. If you're live on YouTube, share this out. Let some people know that we are live. Today's call, we're going to cover the BRICS nation, this new gold back currency, which will be a digital currency that is coming out. We have a lot of stuff to talk about right now when it comes to just a lot of different things. So you don't want to miss today's call, and you don't want the next person to miss today's call, because I promise you, it's going to be one of those. Welcome to Coffee and Crypto, the #1 morning show in the world. We're speaking it every single day as if it has already happened, because it has. Welcome to the show. We'll get started in the next 1 to 2 minutes. And enjoy yourself. Where you should be terrified is the most blissful experience of your life. And God placed the best things in life on the other side of terror. Perfect. Let's just go ahead and dive in. So let me come on ahead to the front real quick. Welcome to the call, everybody. I want to say I appreciate you again for taking the time out
to join us this morning. All right, on another amazing, beautiful Tuesday morning, guys. We go live every Tuesday and Thursday, live here. Okay, we go live every single Tuesday and Thursday, live on Zoom and live on YouTube. And so if you catch the recording after, you know, I just want to say congratulations on catching the information, but make sure you join us live Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can literally log in on Zoom. Make sure you turn the notification bell on, because as long as you turn that on, you will always see, you'll always see us live up on your Zoom. So congratulations on finding the show. If you're brand new, I see that the viewers on YouTube has been going up, the subscribers has been going up. So I just want to make sure that I do the right thing and welcome in all of our newcomers. All right. And if you don't have any XRP, again, we do not give financial advice, but I do believe in my mind that I'm an XRP millionaire, and I believe what you believe in your mind, all right, and you also believe in your heart will end up happening in your life, and, you know, it'll drastically change everything for you, right? So just keep believing. If you're a believer in this space, keep believing. I promise you, we don't have a better place to be. Like there's nowhere else better I'd rather be than right here in the world of blockchain technology. So with that being said, just a little disclaimer, Coffee and Crypto is a show for entertainment purposes only, meaning do not take the information, you know, the investment information that you're hearing and just be like, oh, let me go ahead and invest into that automatically. What you want to make sure you do is do your own research, consult with your financial advisor, someone who may know and can help you with those finances. That way you don't invest in something that, you know, could do damage to your account or could make you rich, right? It can go either way. So that's why you want to make sure that you're only investing what you are okay with losing, because we could lose everything in this space. Okay, I'm just going to keep it real with y'all. Anything could happen, right? It's a gamble. Right now is a gamble. However, we have the opportunity to absolutely change the trajectory of our life. And even if it doesn't come, all right, I want to share this with y'all. Even if it didn't come from crypto for you, maybe you got in so late to this space where you were not able to accumulate enough coins. That happens to people, right? Maybe you jumped in this space, you were not able to accumulate enough coins to be able to truly change the trajectory of your family and create generational wealth on a larger scale. But something that you could do in this space to create some level of generational wealth and generational education and generational skill set, because it's bigger than just the wealth. It's about the education. It's about the skill set. So if you want to be able to create that generational skill set, learn this skill of Web3. Learn how to develop something. Learn how to create and build NFTs. Learn how to go and establish your DAO, right? Learn how to establish a DAO for your business. Don't just have an LLC, but create your business into a DAO. That way you can operate legally in the parameters when these regulations happen. Can someone drop some coffee in the chat box if you feel where I'm coming from right now, right? Because sometimes we have a lot of stuff to share today. I may not even share it all. I got 1 hour with you guys, okay? But one thing I do want to tell you is that we have the opportunity to learn a skill set, because I'm going to tell you something. I looked around. I really thought about it, and I've been sharing this with everybody. We, the people who are learning this skill, we are irreplaceable. And right now, we are irreplaceable. If you come in and you do amazing business, if you come in and you have an amazing work ethic, if you come in and you literally have a studious mentality and you have an attitude where I'm going to learn it, I'm going to learn this for myself, I'm going to be self-educated, you can make a 6-figure salary for yourself. You can make a 7-figure salary for yourself. I'm starting to see what is possible in this space. I'm starting to see that people need people like us. And it's about that time, all right, for me to release my personal project, my personal dedication to this space. And I'm not ready to announce it yet, but when the time is ready, I'm gonna let you guys know exactly what it is that we're going to be launching very soon. Family, if you're with me right now, just blow it up with some coffee. I need y'all's energy right now, right? I don't have my cup of coffee is empty this morning. I didn't even have the time to go get no coffee. I didn't have the time to brew a coffee. So I need coffee from the crowd. I need coffee. Like just tip me in coffee today. That's all I need. I just need a little coffee tip. Okay. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all. Now, with that being said, understand that Bob Proctor, he said that when you're looking for a business, there's some things you look for. And one of those things, when you're looking for an industry to join, when you're looking for something, you have to look and see, is what I'm doing, am I irreplaceable? If the person who hired me gets rid of me, can they find someone like me readily available right now? And the answer is no in this space of Web3. That's how you know we're in the right space at the right time. There's going to be a time where it's not going to be the right time. It'll always be the right space. The internet is always the right space. The internet is always the right space, but it's the wrong time. You missed that wave. It's time to catch the next wave. And with that being said, shout out to the XRP Army, shout out to the Ripple Army, because family, we are so much closer than we've ever been before. I've been waiting for these days for 5 years, and it's finally here. With that being said, former SEC chairman says the Bitcoin ETFs could be approved. We have institutions that know markets better than anybody, and they are putting their names and reputation behind Bitcoin. He says, I find that remarkable. Family, watch this video, send the link out to somebody else. My Discord family, let's blast it off. Telegram family, let's blast it off. Let's let some people know that we are here live right now, because today, I promise you, the energy that I'm feeling and the way that I'm feeling of delivering this information, don't no damn body want to miss it today. Welcome to the show.
SEC chairman. So we were talking off camera about, I am accused of negligence at home a lot, and I don't try it. I'm just not always smart enough to know what I should be doing, right? Is that, I mean, there's a rule now being proposed for the SEC. Doesn't have to be gross negligence. It's almost anything could be construed as negligence in terms of lawsuits.
Yeah, look, I think a mandatory negligence standard in the context of investing, which is inherently uncertain. It's about the future. We can't predict the future.
And if you go for high returns, there's going to be losses from time to time that might not be from negligence.
And a legal standard like strict liability, negligence, gross negligence, recklessness, those standards are judged with hindsight. And so you have a negligence standard with something that's forward-looking. It doesn't make a lot of sense. It also, from what I would say is not just from a substantive point of view, but from a legal point of view, imposing contract terms on private parties, that's a pretty big step. You know, parties who can freely negotiate. What I think is a better way to approach the investor and the manager is ensuring alignment of interest. What are we doing to ensure that there's alignment of interest, that people have the same sort of skin in the game? That's a much better way to deal with these issues.
Yeah, don't hold your breath. That's not going to happen anytime. And either party, depending on who's in office, could certainly accuse the other party when they're in office of gross negligence. You don't think Republicans are talking about what's happening now is gross negligence in the economy?
I think that's exactly the point, Joe, which is that in how you manage an investment, how you manage the economy, when there are so many factors at play, with hindsight, you're always going to be viewed as not having done the best job you could.
If you watch with interest as blue chip firms have decided that they want to get involved with Bitcoin or crypto?
Well, give me a minute. It's a fascinating etymology. Let's go back to like 2015, 16. This is an offshore retail, nothing close to what I would say the core of our financial markets. At that time, if you look at trading of Bitcoin, the emergence of Bitcoin, it looked like stocks, but it was nothing like it. Now we've seen a development all the way to the point where companies whose reputation in the market matters are saying, you know what, we think that trading, we think that the custody, we think that those protections around this market are sufficient that we're willing to put our name on it and offer that product. That's actually an incredible development, not one that I expected. I was very skeptical of trading in the Bitcoin market when I was SEC chair. I thought, there were studies that 90% of it was wash trading, right, for manipulation and the like, large people dumping. The fact that we have these institutions that know markets better than anybody and are saying, we're going to put our reputation behind it. I find that pretty remarkable.
Can they say no to a spot ETF?
Well,
how much longer?
Well, it goes to that issue. I think that when the SEC approved the futures-based ETF, they said, let's look at the futures market. We see the surveillance, we see the protections in that market for the end investor that are sufficient. We don't see them in the spot market, so we're going to make that distinction. I think what the institutions are arguing is that those distinctions have gone away, and now the spot product is actually less drag, more efficient for the investor. So if there's not that delta in regulation, not that delta in what I could say efficacy, the spot should be approved. That's the argument that's going on right now. Look, the regulatory process, whether it doesn't matter.
It's been a while already.
It's been a while already. What I would say is this: if they're right, that you can demonstrate that the spot market has similar efficacy to the futures market, it would be hard to resist approving a Bitcoin ETF.
Right. So it would be hard to resist a Bitcoin ETF. This is literally from the old chairman of the SEC, right, Clayton, and what he's saying right now is just really pivotal, right? This is not going anywhere. We have reached the point of no return. We've reached the point that if they wanted to truly destroy this, they would have. If they wanted to destroy this, they would have. I want to show y'all something real quick. I wasn't even going to show this on this episode, but I'm out here. All right. So check this out. So Bitcoin SHA 256. All right. How many people know what Bitcoin SHA 256 is? Right. So if you don't know, SHA 256 is used as in various stages in a blockchain, most prominently consensus mechanisms. Miners calculate the hash of new blocks to be created using SHA 256 by varying the value for nonce in a Bitcoin block until they reach the hash below the threshold. Understand that there are certain algorithms, right, that these cryptocurrencies run on, certain types of blockchains, the particular type of hash, or if you really want to talk about it, type of cryptography, right? Because ultimately it's cryptography. So the type of cryptography that we're dealing with is SHA 256. Okay, now follow me. SHA 2. Okay, SHA 2. Now I want y'all to pay attention. Let's just go to Wikipedia. All right. I know some of y'all don't say Wikipedia is valuable source, but it's only a few things that may lie. Wikipedia be on. All right. I've used Wikipedia my whole life. All right. And it's got me through a lot of things, including a master's degree. So Wikipedia, we definitely got to realize Wikipedia is still a go. All right. Now check this out. SHA-2, which is Secure Hash Algorithm 2, is a set of cryptographic hash functions designed by the United States National Security Agency and first published in 2001. Hello, look at this, look at this. The SHA-2 family consists of 6 hash functions, right? SHA-224, SHA-256. The government created Bitcoin. The NSA, the National Security Agency. Somebody please protect this man. I'm telling you, listen, the government created Bitcoin. Big Brother created Bitcoin. Do you see what I'm saying? So this ain't going nowhere. Let the show keep going. Watch this.
I mean, if you're going to launder money, it's been cash up to this point. So, I mean, Bitcoin is probably...
Or jewels.
Yeah, okay. But Bitcoin probably for total money laundering is probably 0.0005. So why pick on Bitcoin for the money laundering when it's obviously hasn't been used up to... Al Capone never had any Bitcoin.
So I assume you're also talking about Libra then too.
I don't want to... Libra, I don't even think is a cryptocurrency.
I don't either. That's what I was going to say.
And I don't think it has any inherent value. And
Then it's a debit.
And I don't want it centrally... I mean, and Mark Zuckerberg's involved and everybody gets to keep the float all...
Let's talk about the concept though.
Yeah.
Forget about who's created it and what it's trying to do.
Yeah.
I was in Europe this past week. I had to buy a new briefcase because mine broke actually there.
When I was carrying cash to launder?
All jewels.
Yeah, all right.
when I was going to sign the receipt or the electronic thing, they'd asked me, do I want to pay in euro or dollar?
Yeah.
And I said, okay, dollar. Then I looked at it. I'm still being charged at 3%.
Terrible.
Okay. So, and when you think about all the people who send money, you know, they may work in one country, send money back home. They generally do that through organizations that charge 5 to 10%.
Yeah.
There is a need, whether it's a Libra or something else, to democratize the exchange of foreign currencies. Today, with computers and electronic market,
There shouldn't be that.
it should be 10 basis points, 5 basis points.
That
It's
makes
not
sense.
percent. And so I actually believe the idea around Libra, I don't think we need to create a new currency, but the technology to instantaneous calibrate all the currencies, that should be done.
Who gets squished by that? Who are the money, the
Oh.
middlemen who are making money on that?
The bank.
You know, make it as the Bitcoiners would say, that's progress for you. At least to get to the point where you're saying that about Libra.
No,
You're still not saying that about Bitcoin.
Bitcoin
but even
has,
I'm saying that's blockchain.
Bitcoin,
I know if
is-
Libra is blockchain. They haven't decided. Yeah, it might do
It
that.
it has to be some
It's
form
not-
of that.
It's just ledger.
I mean,
Right, but it's a
yeah.
basket of fiat currencies. It's like
Yeah, but the
need that.
crypto keeping track of
there's
it.
no inherent
But you
value.
don't need that. If you
So if y'all heard what he said, because all at the end was gibberish, right? BlackRock CEO was saying specifically that Bitcoin doesn't have real utility. So when we talk about it, right? Bitcoin was created as a store of value, but it is not a great technology to solve the problems of institutions and central banks, which is what really matters, right? Because that's what it is. Those are they are the whales. They have all the money. All right. Again, it's not about the money. If your health is not together, if you're not working out, if you're not eating right, if you don't have your mindset together, okay, all of those things are important. And I know how those people like it's all about money. You're right. But money's up there with oxygen, and people that got money feel like they up there with God. So money's up with oxygen, and people who have all the money feel like they're up there with God. I'm just saying that. So that's what it seems like to me. But let's keep on pushing. I'm gonna mind my business. I'm gonna sip my tea. Okay, now, Republicans call on DOJ, Department of Justice, SEC, to investigate Prometheum, alleging China ties. I told y'all about Prometheum. How many people remember we talked about Prometheum for 2 episodes? I told y'all about Prometheum and how much of scoundrels. I showed y'all who they were connected to already. I showed you this far before. Like, and now this comes out. So truthfully, we really like Miss Cleo out here. It's really like we really be like predicting the future now, because the past predict the futures. We can sniff out the coffee and crypto community. We sniff out the bad players. That's why we don't rock with them, right? Check this out. For Republicans, members of Congress and Prometheum may have misled Congress or violated securities laws. Check this out. In a letter, this is from Eleanor Terrett. Shout out to Eleanor, okay? Alabama Senator Tuberville and 5 members of the House of Representatives have alleged that Prometheum co-CEO Aaron Kaplan may have provided false testimony at that June 13th hearing. We actually covered that June 13th hearing, and we all said on the show that he seemed like he was full of you know what. Okay, we do have kids that watch this show, so I want to make sure, right, that we keep it as PG as possible. Okay, but your kids, if they go to public school, they probably can fill in that word. Okay, now, dear Attorney General Garland and Chair Gensler, we write to express concern that Prometheum Inc. may have provided false testimony to Congress or violated U.S. securities laws. Prometheum is a digital asset company that is registered by the SEC and FINRA. Its subsidiary, Prometheum Ember Capital LLC, was recently approved as a special purpose broker dealer for digital asset securities, right, by the SEC and FINRA, allowing the firm to custody digital asset securities on behalf of retail and institutional clients. Prometheum's largest outside investors are China-based entities, Shanghai Waxian Blockchain, and its subsidiary HashKey Digital Asset Group, with ties to the Chinese Communist Party that were outlined in the congressional oversight letter sent to the SEC and FINRA on June 5th. On June 13th, Mr. Aaron Kaplan, founder of Prometheum, appeared before the U.S. House of Representatives, okay, at the Futures of Digital Assets talk that they had. In written testimony, this is what he said. In December 2018, as part of the investment from HashKey into Prometheum, Prometheum and Wanxian agreed to jointly develop a blockchain trading system. Thereafter, in approximately 1 year, it became clear to Prometheum that joint development was not viable. So this is what the CEO said. So that means that by December of 2019, they should have been done with business. That was 1 year. Upon such realization, Prometheum started to independently develop its own platform. All servers, code, data, and proprietary technology were created independently of Wanxian and its affiliates. Prometheum does not use any resource code or any other assets from Wanxian or its affiliates in any of its systems. Next. Oh, here it is right here. No. Okay, next. Okay. We take that this statement to mean and believe a reasonable investor would understand this to mean that Prometheum began developing this technology platform void of influence from its China-based partners in December of 2019. However, Prometheum's audited financial statements and SEC filings during 2020 and 2021, which were relied upon, okay, by investors, indicate that Prometheum continued to rely on its partnerships with Wanxian and HashKey. So literally, the Chinese Communist Party, all right, got their hands into the Securities Exchange Commission, and it seems like the SEC also knew about it. Look, that's all I got to say about that. Okay, that's all I got to say about that, because now it's time to move into some bullish content. If y'all with me right now, I know that that was a long article, but I had to share it with you, and we didn't even get through the whole thing. But I just want you guys to know that, you know, the Prometheum, they turned out to be exactly what we thought they were, right? Now, Hedera Hashgraph on June 13th, right? And so there was a question going around on Twitter, okay, whether Hedera Hashgraph would be sued by the SEC. And we've been talked about that too. Y'all remember that, right? We've been talking. Remember, I said they're coming after every American company. I said that already. I said that episodes ago, right? I said they're going to come after Hedera. It's only a matter of time. That's why they brought Coinbase's ex-legal counsel to lead their legal counsel. Come on, y'all. Come on, family. We on top of this stuff. Now, check this out. Hedera Hashgraph on June 13th, they had a notice of proposed amendment to Exchange Act rule regarding the definition of an exchange. So the SEC pushed out an amendment that was pushed, that they were pushing. This is the proposal to that amendment, right? Now, the Hedera Council is, if you don't know about Hedera, they're a coalition of 29 independent and unaffiliated organizations who collectively operate and govern a DLT network based on the Hedera Hashgraph consensus algorithm. So you're talking about companies like Google, like Amazon, excuse me, not Google, not Amazon, not yet. Google, IBM, Boeing, Tata Communications, LG, some big banks like what's one of the banks? Standard Bank is one of their partners. They have another bank out of Africa. So there's a lot of different banks out there and large organizations that's a part of this governing council. So the thing is, Hedera is in such a great position right now because they're processing so many transactions. Their energy consumption is so low. They're ranked one of the top companies in the Web3 space by the World Economic Forum, literally, right? So they have everything going for themselves except for the SEC potentially maybe gearing up for another lawsuit. Who knows? I'm just going to tell y'all to keep watching, right? But this was their proposal. We don't have time to go through this proposal, but I wanted y'all to just see that they did have a proposal, and they do have the guts, right? They have the guts to speak out against the SEC. Those are the companies we want to be looking at. The companies that's speaking out against the SEC, the Coinbases, the Binances, the Ripples, the Hederas, the Stellar, those are the Algorands. Those are the companies you want to pay attention to. Why? Because they have the partnerships in the background where if the SEC tried them, the SEC is going to get messed up. You don't mess with the service of all these wealthy, large behemoths of companies. They're not going for it. Right? Let's keep going. So August 22nd, 2023, in Johannesburg, South Africa, the BRICS nations will announce a gold-backed crypto. The US dollar will die. Trillions of US dollars will rush home. Inflation will go through the roof. You better buy some gold, silver, or some XRP, right? Robert Kiyosaki said Bitcoin. I'm going to change it to XRP, right? Now, he believes Bitcoin will be at $120,000 next year. Congratulations to my Bitcoin holders out there, okay? But I believe that XRP, it's not going to be at crazy numbers like that by next year, but we'll definitely be past the last all-time high, right? So you need to have a plan as to what you're going to do with your Bitcoin once you reach another all-time high. What's your exit strategy, right? This is why it's important for you to be a part of the community that we're creating here with the Secrets of Crypto and Money Academy, right? You also want to be a part of Coffee and Crypto community inside of our Discord group, because these are things that we're going to cover. Because right now, I'm in an accumulation phase. I've been telling y'all what to do. I don't have nothing else to say. But when it's time, when that bull run happens, family, just know, okay, if you're rocking with me, if you've been in my group, if you've made an investment into my private coaching, I promise you, I'm going to steer the ship. I'm steering the ship this time. We're not going to miss out. Because we're going to steer the ship the right way. Why? Because we messed up. We messed up on the last bull run. We learned our lesson on the last bull run. We didn't know how to take profits on the last bull run. We know something different this time. And when you know better, what do you do, family?
The BRICS group is set to introduce a new currency backed by gold, in contrast to the credit-backed US dollar, with countries lining up to join the growing initiative.
The BRICS countries are planning to introduce a new trading currency, which will be backed by gold. More and more countries recently expressed desire to join BRICS.
The decision comes a month ahead of scheduled Alliance Summit in Johannesburg, South Africa. 41 countries have since shown their interest in BRICS membership and its new currency implementation. Russia's foreign ministry has stated that if African states show enthusiasm, the group's expansion may also be on a Russia-Africa summit's agenda in the end of July. As of now, the BRICS group remains comprised of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. Former statistician general of South Africa, Pali Lehola, says the gold-backed currency will facilitate the advancement of developing countries.
Avoiding using the gold standard, we have gone for almost 45 years now, since 1980 when this was dropped. And we have seen the consequences, particularly of this to the developing countries, when the dollar was adopted as a standard and gold not as such. Yet against that, there's been accumulation of gold in the developing world. South Africa had a much stronger currency when the gold standard was still in force. By going the gold standard by many countries, that many African countries, of course, have, this will be of great benefit to strengthening the currency, the single currency that is backed by gold. It will facilitate development, because after all, currency is the quantity of material things that societies have. If you use another currency based on material wealth or material things you don't have, it means that you are at the mercy of that country, and and they will charge commissions.
All right. So just to kind of open up our minds a little bit, let's think about it. If we have a gold-backed currency, right? And if countries' power in the future, just like the past, will be dictated on gold reserve, then what dictates a powerful country? It was kind of like a brain twister. You know what I mean? What's the answer, right? Somebody give me an answer. What dictates a powerful country under a gold standard? It's not money. No, it's not money. That's all. That's the system that's going on right now, right? But what dictates a strong country under the gold standard? Riddle me this, right? What do y'all think? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Alo. The amount of gold in your reserve. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Come on. It ain't that hard. I gave y'all the answer. The amount of gold in the reserve, right? You got to really think about this. If the BRICS nations is expanding 41 countries, and they already have 5, Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. They're now expanding maybe potentially 41 plus more countries. All of these countries, central banks have been buying what? Gold. That means that if the BRICS nations expands 41 countries and they all have been buying gold, that's going to trump the US dollar's gold reserve. Sheesh. I'm gonna let that one marinate on y'all like neck bone juice.
For example, in cash, we don't know, for example, who's using a $100 bill today. We don't know who is using a 1,000 peso bill today. A key difference with the CBDC is that central bank will have absolute control on the rules and regulations that will determine the use of that expression of central bank liability. And also, we will have the technology to enforce that. For example,
we will have the technology to enforce that. And what is that technology? XRP. You can build central bank digital currencies on XRP. Why? Because it's just real-time gross settlement capabilities. It's all about real-time gross settlement, RTGS, right? And if you take a look right here, okay, if you take a look right here, this company, RTGS.global, right? What is their vision? RTGS.global's vision, right, is global cross-border settlement, free of risk, friction, and latency. I'm about to break some down for y'all real quick. If you're ready right now, I need some coffee in the chat box. If you're excited right now, because we are about to light it up one time. Check this out. Let's go to their menu. Okay, let's go look at their stuff. Let's go to our company. Right? Let's go look and see who's involved with RTGS.global. All right. Let's go look and see who's involved with this behemoth. Okay. Our company. Here they are. Exit this out. Here we go. Okay. Let's go down to their team. Meet our leaders and experts. Right? This is the CEO, Jared Hubble. Jared is an experienced commercial leader with over 15 years in senior role across fintech and investment banking. All right, if we scroll down though, let's look at their connected advisors. The one that I want to really highlight today is their board director, Jim Cowles. Who is this guy? Okay, Jim is the former CEO of Citi, right, in Europe, Middle East, and Africa, following a 4-decade career in banking. So he is the former CEO of Citi, which we know is a who partner? Ripple. Let's continue to move sideways. Okay. I got another person I want to introduce y'all to, Marcus Treacher, who's also on the board of directors. Who is Marcus Treacher? Over 35 years experience driving innovation, business growth, and transaction banking and payments industries worldwide, as well as an executive leadership career at HSBC, Citigroup, and Ripple. Hello. Can somebody say hello in the chat box? Because see, the Bank of International Settlements, they're focused on real-time gross settlements. They're focused on RTGS. RTGS Global is the leading provider of cross-border settlements around the globe. Come on, y'all. And then check this out. I'm going to take y'all right here. This is Banco Santander with a commercial.
A decade goes.
This is a Banco Santander commercial right here, which we know Banco Santander is a Ripple partner as well. They're all Ripple partners.
A decade goes so fast. Within the last 10 years, technology's changed the way we bank, mostly connected to our phones. But by 2030, the everyday banking experience could be entirely virtual. By then, more than 2 billion people will have digital bank accounts on digital platforms. And just 20% of so-called heritage financial services firms will have survived. Some banks will be completely virtual, facilitated by open banking, fueled by data stored and shared on the cloud, and made faster and safer by blockchain technology. If you want, you'll be able to get the equivalent of a private banking service, as data aggregators cross-reference your spending habits with other parts of your online life, from your travel plans to your social media interactions, creating a unique profile for your bank to provide you with bespoke services. Look forward to an AI-powered virtual banking assistant, handling payments, investments, and instant transfers at the command of your voice. As banks begin to get more personal, so will the ways we pay. In the future, cash is no longer king. Instead, paying with your phone or wearable will be the status quo, rendering physical cards unnecessary. 60% of financial organizations are expected to make wearables a common payment method. Physical shops will still exist, but the way you pay will change, with money changing hands virtually in real time. Cryptocurrencies may rival cash, with an estimated 200 million blockchain wallet users by the end of this decade. And many currencies could digitize and even decentralize, simplifying travel and trade. But none of this will happen if security isn't every bank's #1 priority. Protection against cybercrimes and fraud will be powered by predictive analytics and artificial intelligence. Home to 350 specialists manning state-of-the-art cyber defense tech, Santander's new Global Cybersecurity Center shields customers 24/7. PINs and passwords will be a thing of the past. There'll be much tighter security thanks to instant biometric verification.
Hold on, wait. Yo, they blowing me right now. They blowing my mind right now. Hold up.
Manning state-of-the-art cyber defense tech, Santander's new Global Cybersecurity Center shields customers 24/7. PINs and passwords will be a thing of the past.
Dang.
There'll be much tighter security thanks to instant biometric verification. Santander's rolling out biometric recognition for millions of customers, including voice recognition in Europe and Latin America and fingerprinting at ATMs in Brazil. The pace of technological advancement means making precise predictions for what we can really expect for the future of banking rather difficult. But it's
Wow. All right. So y'all heard it from Banco Santander and what the future looks like, right? So next video, HSBC, okay, who processes $600 trillion a year in payments, talking about how they are fully involved in CBDCs and how they are creating custody software for we called this too. Self-custody will not be a thing, right? Because people feel better when somebody else holds it for them. It's just something about that. They want that banking feeling. People don't want true decentralization. People don't want real responsibility. And they're going to give the people exactly what they want. Check this out.
What's your stance on central bank digital currency?
Very much in favor of it. We're developing central bank digital currency with Enbridge.
Okay, and what's your stance on central bank digital currency?
Very much in favor of it. We're developing central bank digital currency with Enbridge in Hong Kong. There's a small group of countries that are developing that as a real life solution. We're fully in on central bank digital currency. We're one of the biggest global payments houses in the world. Last year, we processed over 600 trillion of payments on behalf of our clients. Central bank digital currency is a natural thing for HSBC to do, and it's in a regulatory environment. governed by the central banks that are participating in it. So we're fully invested in that.
And does HSBC has any plans to develop your own custody solution for digital assets like many other banks?
Yeah, we are developing our own custody solution for digital assets. We're going again into that sensibly, cautiously, but we are looking at that as a solution.
And can you share as well some global vision for HSBC now when in this turmoil environment?
Yeah, listen,
all last events getting bankrupt and
well, we're very fortunate, and I'm very fortunate as CEO that we have a very strongly capitalized balance sheet, very strong capital ratios, very, very strong liquidity. So of my $1.6 trillion of customer deposits, I hold at least 800 billion of that in high quality liquid assets. So we're super liquid, and we're cautious, very cautious on our investment profile of how we use that liquidity.
So all banks, what I'm sharing with you guys right now is that all banks are moving over to this new ISO 20022 adoption. They're already moving over. And guys, we talked about quant last week, right? As you all can see, this right here, HSBC/API, right? The API is what connects everything together, right? This is where the interoperability comes from. .overledger, right? So you have overledger fabric, which is quant, right? Connected through API, through HSBC, the bank, right? And so this is their gate code that they had connected to this video on Twitter. Now, again, I can't verify the gate code. I can verify the video, but I can't verify that. You know what I mean? The gate that because of the fact that I didn't particularly pull that. However, it looks real to me, and obviously this is what's happening. So it's not a secret anymore, right? A UK digital pound is coming, right? Chancellor Jeremy Hunt talks about CBDCs, right? So this is the chancellor of the UK, Mr. Hunt, right? And he spends some times here talking about the UK economy.
I want to make sure that we're at the forefront of payments technology. So I'm launching an independent review into the future of payments led by Joe Garner to help deliver the next generation of world-class retail payments, including looking at mobile payments. We're laying new legislation to give regulators the powers they need to reform rules on innovative payments and fintech services. And together with the Bank of England, we're exploring potential designs for the digital pound should we decide to introduce it.
And just like that, the Digital Pound Foundation, right? If we went to their website, because they actually have a website, right? So it's not, look, this stuff is out here, and I show this stuff, right? I like going back and showing this because everybody's not caught up in the same space that we are, right? And just right here, look at this right here. Digital Pound Foundation. This is on Google. Source Ripple. Ripple is right there. There's no other company. You don't see another company. Look at this. Ripple. Ripple and Pierce's partner with Colombia's Banco de la República in advancing the implementation and utilization of blockchain technology. Ripple launches CBDC platform for the development of CBDCs and stablecoins. Ripple to showcase real estate asset tokenization solutions as part of the Hong Kong Monetary Authority's pilot program. The future of central bank digital currencies. Ripple, Central Bank of Montenegro signs agreement with Ripple to develop a digital currency strategy and pilot. Privacy in central bank digital currency. Ripple. Innovation in central bank digital currencies. Ripple. The state of global CBDC adoption will be placed by Ripple. Guys, everything. Ripple CBDC Innovate Awards $150,000 to 6 winners for novel CBDC applications. Ripple is paying developers to develop CBDC applications. Ripple. Can't make this stuff up. Where we at now, man? Where we at now?
It goes so fast. Within the last 10 years, technology's changed.
You know what? No, we already watched that. All right, look.
It goes so far.
The
the last
key,
10
listen,
years,
the key
technology
to all of
changed
this,
the way we bank.
give me a second. The key to all of this is Ripple. Listen, this right here is from the Leap Rao, right? The former global head of infrastructure innovation at Ripple. Listen to what this man had to say at the Blockchain Ventures Summit.
No, so as I said, the X-current product, the way it's implemented today, uses fiat currencies. So the convergence that we see coming in the next phase is for banks to have an option to say, do I want to use XRP? So instead of the German bank holding Turkish lira, they could say, bank, are you able to accept XRP and give me Turkish lira? Here's 100 lira worth of XRP. Here's 1 million lira worth of XRP. And instantly that can be settled without having to hold balances. So that's the holy grail. That's the ultimate end goal that we're aiming for. But if you don't have connectivity, you can't even start. So first you get the banks connected. They do what they're doing today better. They like it. They build new services on it. Then they go, I want to do this in 100 countries, but I can't hold currencies in 100 countries. Well, guess what? You got XRP. So it's a phase strategy.
Listen to this right here, family. I can't make this stuff up. Look, and why do you think Ripple's going to Hong Kong and doing business and not the United States? Well, number one, they're being sued. But number two, shout out to Crypto Erie, clear regulation.
But in terms of virtual assets, the philosophy that we have is very simple. This trend will continue. And plus, virtual assets or crypto is actually a very broad term. It's not really just about crypto. You're talking about stable coins or tokenized assets in the future. So what we want to do in Hong Kong is to say that, hey, this trend will continue. Let's put in the right regulatory framework. In using the principle of same activity, same risk, and same regulation. So our regulation will be tight. If you perform any activity that resembles traditional finance, we'll put in the same regulation to you. But under this regulatory framework, whether it's the trading platform for crypto or in future stable coins that we are going to have a legislation, we are working on that. But so under this regulatory framework for trading platforms, stable coins, etc., we will let the industry develop and innovate. We will let them create the ecosystem here. And that actually brings a lot of excitement. But that doesn't mean light touch regulation. If any participant thought that the regulation is too tight, they're welcome to go elsewhere. So we have this regulatory framework. Let's develop our ecosystem here.
Okay. So look, all the other stuff, I did want to show this right here. This right here is real nerdy. I'm gonna wait to figure out how to add this into the show, but it's about the XRP new proof of payment system that's coming out, POP. For my XRP nerds, you really want to go out there and look up the proof of payment protocol. Just jot that down, go take a look at it. This is what's going to allow for a lot of big things to happen from the DeFi space of what we're doing to these companies being able to go completely online. It's coming, guys. These developers are working overtime in the background to make this happen. And with that being said, this was our 117th episode of Coffee and Crypto. I think we lit this one on fire. I definitely think we kept the cup of coffee hot on this episode. There was a lot of stuff to cover. Great things that's happening right now. Yes, CBDCs are very, very scary, family. I agree with you. I am not here for CBDCs. However, CBDCs are here for us. All right. And they're coming fast. They're coming in hot. And I'm telling you right now, you can either be like, oh, I don't support CBDCs and be the person that don't invest in the Ripple and HBAR, be that person. I'm about to invest into it. And listen, if everybody else is going to be bad, I'm going to go the other way and use all this money for good. You know what I mean? Like it would mean the world to me to be able to just go to a grocery store and pay for everybody's groceries through XRP. And then guess what? Because I'm in DeFi, because I'm blessed, because I know all of the money I spent I just immediately accumulate it back because I know I'm gonna get 5 extra XRP that's worth $1,000 a piece. I know I'm gonna get 5 of those by the end of the night. So, I'll pay it, and by tomorrow night, I'll have another 5. And then the night after that, I'll have another 5. And then the thousands will just be flowing in. It'll be thousands and then tens of thousands. And that's what I truly believe is about to happen, guys. I believe that we are in Grand Theft Auto right now. You can either choose to play the game on a system, or you can choose to be the game. I'm choosing to be the game. I'm choosing to create my own Grand Theft Auto. I'm going to have all the money, all the weapons, all the armory. That is what I'm on right now. And if you're with me, then you also will be on that type of mindset as well, because it's about to be survival of the fittest. It's about to be the survival of the fittest, the survival of the littest, and survival of the richest. And I'm telling you right now, that's how you're going to survive. Prices is not going down. You're not going to see low prices no more. It's gone. It's over with. I appreciate you, Billy. I'm about to call on you. We're in Q&A session. Y'all can raise your hand if you got one thing you like, learn to love. Hopefully I can hear from 3 people today. That's my goal. 3 people. I'm like a pastor. Let me get 3 people to the front. If you want to give your life back, just three people to the front. Let me see. Come on down, right? So that's how I'm feeling right now. But with that being said, guys, we have to understand one thing. We are in the last moments of being able to get into these assets. If you've been sitting on this call and you have not gotten into these asset class, but you worried about stocks, you worried about real estate, you worried about all this other, none of this is going to matter if the US dollars devalue and they make Bitcoin legal tender. They make XRP the global reserve currency. Digital reserve. If they end up making that happen, you're going to be sick to your stomach that you didn't at least get 1 XRP, at least 1 XRP, let alone having 1,000 or 10,000. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call him. I'm going to call on Big Bro Billy. You can unmute, man.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, Billy.
I don't know for sure if I could see you at the grocery store buying everybody vittles. I don't know. I sound like maybe you'd be outside pushing class or something. I don't know. I can show you how to get the vittles, but I don't know if I'm gonna be buying them for you. That's what I see you doing, but I don't know. Maybe you're a giver after you get rich. I hope so.
Yeah.
Everybody says they want to give back, but I don't know a whole lot of generous people. I know a whole lot of generous broke people. That's what I know. And when they get money, they don't turn into the generous rich people. They turn into greedy rich people.
Yeah. I hope not to be that person. You never know until you get it, though, right?
I don't know that. Yeah. Took some good notes today. You're the Banco's Santander.
Yes, sir.
I had seen that word before. The proof of payment thing you were talking about, is that like an XRP type thing, or is it just proof of payment in general?
No, it's a part of XRP. That's a part of XRP ledger.
Okay, cool. All right, well, very good. Well, I got something from you. I appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Yeah, definitely appreciate you, Billy.
Thank you, Vince.
Yes, sir. Let me ask for Jamel to unmute. Brother.
Yo.
What's up, G?
How y'all doing?
Man, blessed.
Hey, man, this was a great call, bro. As always, man. I really like the way you articulate your words and make sense out of all these things, And honestly, that's a really important thing, because there's a lot of times where people can just look over things or might misunderstand it, For example, like in the videos or articles he pulled up today, if I would have read that on my own, I wouldn't have understood everything that I would have seen or read, and I might have been the ones that just looked over it, because I just don't know enough. But coming to the show and you breaking everything down, bro, is really it really increases our confidence into like what we're being exposed to. Because like I said, you're making sense out of all this, you know. So that really really boosts me up, and you know, and really elevates me, you know. So much appreciated for all the work you do for all the research. Because man, it's amazing to have someone with a master's degree break all this stuff down to us, you know. It's really, really special. So appreciate the work, bro. And yeah, man, we all see the hard work you do, bro.
Man, you made me cry, bro. I know my boy Jare over there, like, I told you, bro. Like, because he was telling me the same thing. He was like, bro, you have a master's degree. You know what I mean? Like you just understand how to break down and depict information, you know what I mean, because of that degree, because of just being a part of higher education and just going through so much articles and stuff. So, yo, shout out to UG and shout out to Jare, my brother Jiggy Bye, for being one of the first people to actually say that to me. You know, so that's crazy that was offloaded on this episode with him being on here. So that's pretty dope. A couple announcements, family. All right, Discord group is now closed. No, I'm not accepting any new people. Only people, if you haven't paid your membership and you're not in it, it's over with, right? You can't get back in. I've closed the Discord group because we are about to change some things. We have a lot of stuff. I don't know what I'm going to open it back up. Don't have plans to open it back up. However, we will still do our calls. So if you know, we still will, because me and Jamel, we still training for life, which is education. You know what I mean? So if you are in the group, good for you. Congratulations. If you know, you really, you know, you lucked up. If you got that, you know, you got your $50 in the last month, because I closed the group. Next time we open the group back up, it will be more expensive. There will be a lot more value. I have a lot more to bring to the table, a lot more partnerships that I'm working on quietly. I've signed some NDAs. I can't talk about some things, but there's some really big things that are brewing. And it's been 5 years of consistency and work that has led us to this moment. I can't say a whole lot, but just know we working. All right. And if you're a part of this community in any way, whether that's in the Discord, out the Discord, you've been a part of Coffee and Crypto, whatever the case may be, I love you. And I have something special coming. Okay. Big things are coming. Me and Jamel, we're still going to continue to run our trading calls. So if you're already in there, the schedule will still be the schedule. However, there are some changes to the schedule. Jamel's going to have to change his basics trading to the same time, but on Tuesday. So on today, we'll have the basics trading. On Monday, we won't have the basics training. Okay. The only people that will be allowed in the Discord group right now are my high ticket coaching students. So if you're in the Discord, you're like, oh, he just let somebody in, he lied. No, it's because they paid a pretty penny to be in. Right now, my coaching is $6,000 for the year, $6,000 to work with me. I promise you by next year, it will be over a $10,000 program. So if you have not gotten coaching and you want coaching, I recommend you catch me at 6 before I go to 20. Okay. Because the price has to go up. The caliber of people that we're getting exposed to is going up, meaning the price has to go up, and XRP is going up, meaning that also has to go up. So there's a lot of things that are on the rise. Okay. If you need coaching and mentorship, I would recommend that you plug in. At the end of this month, I'm planning to do a boot camp. Is there anybody that would like to be a part of our boot camp? The boot camp, I don't want to, you know, I want y'all to waste your money. It's a beginner all the way to advanced boot camp. So it's going to take a person from what is crypto, which, you know what I mean, is the basics of the basics, all the way to how to set up a ledger and do it. And we're going to go through a complete 6-week crash course over Zoom. And I'll spend about an hour to 2 hours each week working with those people. So that will come out. I'll only have 10 slots available for that particular boot camp. And it will be high ticket. Nothing is cheap anymore, because I believe that in order for people to truly go to the next level, and if you're already and here's the thing, if you're already in my high ticket coaching program, good thing is you get that for free. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about paying for it. If you're in my high ticket coaching program, you get all the master classes for free. So like if you pay me whatever price to be in the high ticket, you pay the $6,000. Everything I do is for free. Like for you, you don't have to worry about extra costs. That's why I tell you guys there's a benefit to connecting with me on a higher level, not being afraid to make that investment into yourself. If you're on YouTube and you need a way to connect with me, you can text me at 678-688-3251. Again, that number is 678-688-3251. Text me whenever I'm ready to launch these 10 slots. You will get a first access, first dibs by being in there. And I promise you, the slots will fill up just from the text message thread alone. Before I even get on Instagram, those slots will probably fill up halfway. So I recommend that you guys plug in, okay, stay connected. Text me at 678-688-3251. I am so grateful. I'm so happy. I'm so thankful that we've been able to share 117 episodes of a podcast together. And as we on our way and we embark on the journey of 200 episodes of this particular podcast, I want to say I love you all, and you guys have an amazing rest of your day. And I'll see you on episode number 118 on Coffee and Crypto next week. Have an amazing one, y'all. Or excuse me, not next week, Thursday. See y'all.